Feel. This feeling right now, man, I swear it feel. Yeah, it's all about us.
Or just let it slip.
His
palms are sweaty. Knees weak, arms are heavy. His vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti is nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out.
Your beard is weird.
Now. Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over now. Snap back to reality. Oh, a new podcast. Oh, it's episode 25. Oh, the Socially Awkward
fuck,
podcast.
I forgot my notes.
Ha!
I forgot my notes.
Ha!
I forgot my notes. Oh, God, I forgot my
Didn't you go run
notes.
and
Ari, I
fucking
forgot
get
my
him, Mr. Unprofessional?
notes.
Go ahead. I'll entertain the good people. Welcome zoo animals to episode 25. I'm Justin, obviously. Z came unprepared without his little show note deal, so he ran off to grab that. I'm going to apologize in advance for my voice, although for some of the women, they might like it better.
I don't know, man. It's kind of nasally.
Okay. You never know with the sick voice if it's a go or a no.
Sexy sick?
Yeah, you never know where you're at.
Could be.
Yeah, to some. But I just want you to know I'm a little under the weather. So
Speaking of the weather, dude, I haven't talked about it in a while.
that's what you That's funny.
Yeah, dude. Welcome back. Episode 25. I'm here with my notes, and I am Z. So I did miss that, but I just want to make sure that it's loud and clear that I am Z.
Yeah, dude, we're quarter of 100 episodes in.
Yeah, man, that's pretty nuts.
That's episode 25. What do you have going on Adobe with? What's up with
dude,
Adobe?
Come on. Not a good time.
Does Adobe not realize what we're up to right
No,
now?
dude, they're just asking for feedback. Hey, is it a good time? It's not.
No, but it might be for us. Hey, guys, if you're listening to the Socially Awkward podcast, please.
Or watching,
please do us a huge favor and leave us a 5-star review and leave us some nice comments and stuff. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot. And fuck Adobe for doing that right now.
and interrupting the show.
But
anyways,
it got us to be able to do it, and we'll probably forget later, so that's good.
Yeah. Anyways, what'd you have going on last week? Anything fill in? I got nothing, so I'm not even gonna waste anyone's time by trying to fill in some dead space of, making it seem like I'm busy, but
Dude, you're busy.
I am, but it's not like interesting busy. It's just
I know.
shit that like fuck. I got nothing. What do you had something, right?
Well, I had
You had an article, right?
Yeah, I had the article drop. I had it was money versus currency, and this
Which
article,
that was a really good article.
I appreciate it, dude. It was it's like when I write some of them, this one particularly, it's a fine line between crazy and like really making sense and connecting
I
the
could see
dots
that
for people.
Yeah.
And I literally had to write it and rewrite it 4 times, and I wrote like the entire thing, and I hated it and crumpled it up and I fucking threw it away. I did that 4 times, and because it made sense to me, but like it wouldn't to anybody else. So,
Right. Well, and that's cool that like you're able to do that and recognize like what the public's gonna be able to read and like what you have in your head originally isn't necessarily what's gonna make sense to everybody. So catering it to make sense for everyone has got to be difficult.
Well, I've just had a lot of reps of like talking to so many different types of people over like even though I haven't been, obviously I'm still young and stuff, but like I've had the fortunate ability to just meet with so many different types of people and talk to them. So like I kind of have an idea of what could be common grounds for people to understand and stuff like that. So that's what I try to stick with, like super relatable connections.
Well, and that's what I was just gonna say is my favorite thing about your articles, and this isn't the Suck Justin's Dick podcast, but for a minute it is, and let's give him his time, damn it. It was a good article.
Thank you, Z.
So, sorry, just if anyone's, you never know. But we owe him his time. So my thing is that I think is really cool about your articles is that you'll take two things that are so similar in nature that a lot of people think are the same thing, like money and currency, right in the title. I bet a lot of people reading them, and I'm even one of those people that thought, I was like, money and currency, I mean, isn't that kind of the same fucking thing?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is.
Well, yeah, it kind of is. But then you read the article and then you understanding that there is a difference and understanding kind of the whole landscape of how it all actually works instead of how we think it works or what we, because that's the thing. You're not telling you're just stating facts in your articles and you're just citing other things that other people have said. You're not coming out and saying like, this is how you have to do stuff. This is how you become rich. This is what you do. You're just saying, hey, look, this is what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like blueprints.
It's super educational as far as what I feel like we should have been taught in school.
Yeah.
You're kind of picking up those basics for at least like a big part of the millennial audience, I think.
Well,
like me at
I
least.
think even
and even bigger.
Yeah, well, what I was gonna say even more so than that is the people from Dad's generation and those
right, the Gen X group,
mom and dad's group of like that age range is like they're really lacking the most, I think, in knowledge, and they have probably like the scariest road ahead as far as their retirement goes. Like we've really got to batten down the hatches for that generation to be able to survive. I think as the generation now that's retired is doing.
Well, they got so screwed because,
and even the generation that's retired now is feels very under fucking retired as far as what they envision their life to be like. It's for the majority
being
of them,
around it seems like most people are under retired.
Yeah.
They're under funding their whole lifestyle.
Yeah, well, they don't have the ability to do it because
or what they were originally planning when they set everything up in the 80s. It's not the same.
Well, not even the 80s. It's fucking before then. But
really?
you take into account just a lot of different things that have happened over those years and have gotten it to where it is. But I would say that probably 7 or 8 out of the retired people that I meet with would better their situation if they could. And I know everybody's thinking like, yeah, who wouldn't? But you'd think that when you're retired, you've kind of like, you're done. You're just
you shouldn't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
And but I think that the majority of people that are retired are
well, it sucks for that like age group especially because to go back to like the Gen X group, so our era's parents, they're screwed because they were raised with very, 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 very minimal technology.
Right.
But as adults and in their early 40s, mid 40s, that's when they saw all this tech merging and just going nuts. So what they're left with is now using that excuse, oh, I'm old, I don't know tech. Well, like that's kind of cute and fun for like right now.
Right.
But you're kind of fucked, especially if you're not, preparing. And as we've talked about AI in the past, it's not far from taking away jobs in which people of that era are talking about. And just like we've talked about with trades and stuff like that, like each trade I feel like is a year away from closer. And there's some trades for sure that aren't.
Like job trades.
Yeah. But there are some trades that are probably gonna go away due to AI at some point. For sure. Or just some labor jobs, and not even saying that all these people are in labor, but just
all in all, like there's a huge demand for just objective information in the marketplace because everybody is selling their way or their deal, and I was told something a long time ago to never reinvent the wheel, and and so
it's so funny, like all the shit that you get told as a kid that like actually is
like sticks. But like that's the thing is I don't ever go at anything trying to not reinvent the wheel. Like I could, maybe figure out what I'm interested in doing is turning like the wheel into spinners.
Yeah.
Making spinners.
Make it a little prettier.
Yeah, that's
spice it up a little bit. Pimp your retirement.
Pimp out your but like
pimp out your policy.
I'm just not trying to reinvent any wheels here or recreate the system or beat the system. That's another thing.
Maybe you're gonna give the wheel a sound system, bro.
The people
I'm nuts with that.
People are always trying to beat the system, and that's where they get fucked.
Why is it that everyone feels the need? That's one thing. I don't get along well with people usually that are always trying to beat the system, because it's like people that go and think that they're doing it right by showing up somewhere like 2 hours early to get good parking when like you don't really need to show up that early to get good parking, or people that show up 3 hours early to the airport.
Yeah.
And like 2 hours is
well, I think like it
stretch.
Depends. I think some stuff. It just depends, like, because I feel like, I'll get to the point where I feel like if you're too much playing the system, then it's like you can get taken advantage of real easily. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, you're real open
with sort of stuff, but I see what you're saying, because it can definitely get annoying when people are like that, when they're overly like when people think it's hilarious how much of a deal they got, and they're breaking down the deal, and I'm like, hey, dude, here's where the business honey dicked you like 3 or 4 times just on the way to you getting whatever you feel like is hooked up.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
you telling me about how hooked up you got. You didn't. You got honey dicked.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Those people
funny.
that also try to buck the system and do it wrong, I think that's the people that do the parking early.
Yeah, and I don't fuck with those people usually. Anyways, oh yeah, and then another thing.
I just don't mind walking for a parking spot.
Me neither. I'm not. I don't. To walk, guys, unless you're handicapped, which you would have a handicapped parking spot anyways. If you're actually handicapped.
Our trouble is we forget where we parked.
Yeah, I mean, if you're too far out. But, I mean, you always find it. But, yeah, to segue on to the, I guess, rest of your week, another cool thing, though, that I wanted to bring up, or that I'm sure you wanted to bring up at some point.
I was just about to.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers our coffee.
Yeah, the article for the Top 100 magazine.
Excuse me.
Came out.
That's a big deal.
Thank you. And it was really cool how they were able to kind of provide a platform to be able to introduce, I guess, myself in that way to the community.
Well, because for a while you've just been writing to our main not niche, but like it's definitely been growing. But I think stuff like this is what's going to really help like get your articles to the masses of virality.
Yeah, well, and the articles were a big part in getting me here to
this
point.
Right.
Obviously it's been a pretty big thing, and then
you wouldn't have been the top, one of the top people in finance if you didn't.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't know that I would have ever gotten seen.
Right, yeah, like no one would ever know because
like,
you wouldn't have been able to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know how you could objectively say, like, who is...
Unless, like, someone worked with you and they knew and they're like, they're so good.
Stats and shit.
Yeah, it'd be...
but, like... Or not stats, but, like... I don't know. It would have to be... something. Anyways, but basically the group just goes out and they find, whatever they believe is the top 100 people in finance. And then, you get this spot in the magazine, and that just came out. So the magazine is going to drop in, I believe, spring. So, that I'm excited for that to come out, and but in the meantime, it's just online. So
Check it out, guys.
yeah, feel free to go read about it.
Top 100 magazine.
If you're interested in my finance, I guess, mask that I wear sometimes.
Yeah. What else is new? Oh yeah, the Avicii documentary finally got around to watching.
Did you?
Well, I didn't. You were telling me about it, and I got to some of it, but I didn't get to finish all of it. But
dude, I watched it the other morning.
it's on Netflix.
Oh man, was I hooked.
I didn't know how old it was. I thought that the shit just came out, like after his death, but it came out before his death.
Well, it came out.
Rest in peace, Avicii, but
it came out before he died, but it only was released in Sweden and like like a couple of one theater in the States, I think in New York, and then everything else it was locked off, and then it was in Sweden's Netflix, but not in ours.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they have the different ones. I always forget that.
Yeah, and then when he died, after he died, I guess they put it up on our Netflix, so we were graced with it, and I watched it, dude. What a talent!
Yeah,
what a talent the dude was. Like we talk a lot of shit about Levels because it was played a lot, but
it's not his fault.
Not his fault at all. I mean, but the rest of the shit that he did was so revolutionary. Like what he did with the album with Wake Me Up and Hey Brother and all those songs. Like that really had never been done in house music yet, to the point where like they were creating their own samples, if you will.
Right.
Like they were always taking some sort of a remix or a sample from other tracks.
Yeah, it really changed the landscape. I think guys started like collaborating with each other, and then like they would have one song and like they would create a remix album of that one song. So there'd be like 6 different remixes for one song.
Yeah, dude, and
it's pretty cool how that happened. I think it opened up the doors collaboratively for people. Because we saw that more, I think, in that era is when you started seeing like even hip hop, like way more groups started being a thing, and
like Forever came out.
Yeah, well, that was even before actually.
Well, still, I mean that
Forever. I mean, yeah, but that's the idea of it. But yeah, man, cool. It's cool because he's seems like just a nice dude and a good dude, and sucks we lost him. And well, again, though, it goes back to the mental health stuff, though. Like, we got to be.
He died. I mean, I had no idea how he died. I
thought I thought he OD'd.
Yeah, I thought it was an OD from like partying, and I really didn't know that much about Avicii over the last probably 3 or 4 years. But I always just assumed that he was a big party guy. Like he was always doing
seems
pills
like it,
and all this stuff. And
did that song come out? Yeah, and all that. Yeah.
In Ibiza, that was Mike Posner. But the pills that he was taking was painkillers because he had real bad appendicitis, and it would last. The pain in it would last for months, and he would have to tour and do all these things and keep working, and the pain was so bad that he had to be on something. And then it was
CBD.
all this stuff that Avicii was taking drug-wise was prescribed, and it wasn't being abused at all. So like drug-wise, it was all above board. And then come to find out, dude, what his lifestyle was like when he was living. And it made me really, really take a look at our life and how we're living. And it makes me, somewhat afraid, and it freaks me out a little bit. But like also too, I'm grateful for these things to come up so that we can realize, like, dude, we gotta chill
and learn from it. Yeah,
because Avicii's biggest issue was that he was so stressed out and had so much anxiety over touring. And as a music artist, the thing that they hammered home was that when you tour, that's like your reward, essentially, for creating this art. But Avicii seemed to be a lot more like kind of like a Kurt Cobain guy who was real into the creation of the art and the music, and like doesn't really give a shit about expressing that or like getting that energy, like I think he liked it, but at a certain point he was always worried about letting people down, and so like if he could just stop, then he didn't let anybody down.
Yeah.
And then he could sail off.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that for sure. It sucks because, like that shit that I deal with all the time, like anxiety and stress and all that stuff, like I get anxiety.
Working.
Well, yeah, but it's, a big part of it is.
He would forget to eat. His boys would bring him food. He's like, fuck you, I'm not eating.
I've had those days, man. I mean,
Me too.
It's hard with this because, especially in today's day where, you have everything at your fingertips. I mean, if you're a musician, you can see all the other musicians and what they're doing. And like for us with podcasting, it's like not as much for Justin, but for me, is like podcasting something that's always something that I've wanted to do. So I'm willing to put in, really whatever it takes to make it, seen and as best as it can possibly be and reach its full potential. So I see all the podcasts that I've been listening to, for whatever, all these years, and I get stressed out because I see the work that they're putting in. I know I've talked about this before, but that's where that I think comes from for me, is that you can see literally what everyone is doing all the time, and whether they're actually doing it or not, bless you. I am just in the middle of a convo. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's just people, I don't know. It's tough.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I wish that it was easier to find a balance, and I think that it takes, unfortunately, people like him going to do it. But like also too, part of me thinks that he faked his death. Like I don't know how many people are
see it.
I jumped onto this, but like he seems like the type of dude.
But also it's like seems like every celebrity that dies, there's like a fake their death conspiracy.
Yeah, but like it makes sense though. Like if you get into it, if you look into it, Z, because
I mean I get it, because especially if you have like a lot of people in your ear and you've made a certain amount of money.
If you got a lot of money in today's day,
and you're just tired of the shit.
The world is so big, you could get an island somewhere.
He could just have a SoundCloud, and then he could create a SoundCloud under some other name and just make music for free.
That's it.
And no one has any idea it's Avicii.
Yeah, dude, and he would have the time of his life probably.
I bet it's way easier for a DJ to fake his death than for someone, like Elvis, for instance. Like there's that conspiracy.
Yeah,
someone like Elvis, dude, everybody knows.
Right.
And they know his voice. So like Elvis couldn't fake his death and go, "I'm on blue suede shoes." Everybody like, dude, that's fucking Elvis.
I thought about that, but like those fucking DJs, dude, they're prestige worldwide, wide.
Yeah. They're all over, dude.
They are huge.
I mean, you think everyone's got a podcast, dude? Everyone's a DJ.
Yeah.
And they're good, too. A lot of people are good.
Yeah, you got DJ Pauly D,
I got a buddy.
David Guetta, dude. He was.
I got a buddy who's getting into it. Or he's always been into it, but he's good at it.
David Guetta's French.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought maybe.
I thought he was something, but
Latin.
Yeah, I probably thought that, like Argentinian or something.
I thought Italian.
I could see Italian. David Guetta.
Like I could see him driving around in like an Alfa Romeo or like a Fiat.
Yeah, I could see
him
that
driving
too.
around in the
with
Gucci
a messenger
Fiat.
bag.
Gucci Fiat
with like a Gucci messenger bag. Yep.
That'd exactly be his outfit.
And he's got those he's got the yellow, the 70s yellow aviator.
Yeah, dude, he thinks he's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. And he's slicking his hair back, and he's got like a leather. I don't know. It's not like a leather jacket, but it's like a leather, like a brown suede kind of leather,
bombery,
motorcycle-y looking jacket. But he doesn't have a motorcycle. He's in the Fiat
with the Gucci,
with the Ferrari shoes.
Yeah, and
his Ferrari shoes suck.
And then you know what he's got too.
Sorry if you have Ferrari shoes.
He's got a custom plate that says, Gucci DJ.
DJ Gucci.
No, he's DJ Guetta. Get a Gucci, and it's spelled GITTAGCCI.
Okay.
Get a Gucci.
Anyways, all right, so that's all we got.
Dude,
I
rest in
had
peace
some,
to Avicii. That's
yeah,
all.
rest in
And
peace.
if he's dead, dude.
I'm not
dead. That fucking convinced.
But check out the documentary. I mean, that's on
Because-
Netflix. That's good. What's it titled again? Is it just the Avicii
just
story or something?
True stories of Avicii.
Okay,
It's just weird, dude, because he's got a documentary. It just seems a little pre-planned.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
But I don't want to insult a dead guy either if he's dead.
Yeah.
I really do sympathize with what he was dealing with because I've been through some similar shit. So I don't want to fucking But I hope that he's
we'll
making
figure it
music
out
on an
when we
island.
die. We'll figure it out.
I hope he's making music on an island.
Let's hope.
You know.
I had something I want to talk about. My least favorite way, by the way, to get hit on, and I wanted to talk about this a while back, but
I just forgot. Hit on, dude. I'll take whatever I can get.
I was that way, man, but
no, I'm just kidding.
Until this started happening, and it's always older women that do this. But if you're an older woman or younger, and you think that it's gonna be cute to do like some kind of interactive, kind of like hit on me thing, and you think that that's gonna get me to want to like continue anything, you're wrong. Because it's not happening.
What specifically happened?
Specifically, what happened is I was in line checking out at a clothing store with a handful of clothes. Handful of clothes.
Okay.
Some woman comes in, and she's got a box of stuff, and she was like, and she did one of these when she walked in. She was like, oh, whew. So I was like, all right, you can go ahead in front of me, like, because we'd walked up at like the same time. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just let you go first because you're a woman.
Give her the right away.
Yeah. So I do, and we're standing in line, and she just keeps making those sounds like, oh my gosh. And then I knew immediately. Do you know those people and they walk in a room, you just know, oh, we've got a talker.
Yeah,
we have a talker.
Duh.
This is a talker.
Yes.
That's what I had, because she's making these sounds like she's wanting me to go, God, what a line, huh? Like she's wanting me to say some shit like that. And I'm not playing that game.
Yeah.
She looks over to me.
Don't.
And she goes, hey, are those down there almonds? Are those almonds down there unsalted? And I said, excuse me? And she said, are those almonds down there unsalted? I'm like, where the fuck do you see almonds? Where the fucking, this stacks off Fifth, girl. What are we doing? This is almonds.
Are you sure she was hitting on you, or was
I
she
don't
just
know.
asking
She
about
might have been just asking.
almonds,
Well,
dude?
hold on, dude, because she kept going, and then she was like, I was like, where are the almonds at? And she's like, they're way down there at the bottom. I'm like, oh, okay. So I bend on over, and then I pull up the almonds, and then she looks at them for a minute, and she's like, oh, yeah, no, these have salt in them. I can't do it. And I'm going to have to go to the store up the street. I'm like, yeah, it's too bad. I don't know. It's, again, it's a clothing store. I don't know why they,
So
it's not that weird that they have like an almond. So then we're sitting there in line. It's still going on. And she goes, yeah, well, the main reason why I'm really trying to cut my salt. This is right before New Year's. She's like, I really need to cut my salt intake because I don't want to be bloated because I got to fit into a really tight dress for New Year's. And I'm like, oh, very cool. And then I don't remember where she went with it from there. I think we got to go in. But that's a shitty example. But that kind of stuff happens.
She probably would have hit it. I don't know if that was a deliberate.
Well, it was more in the cadence than anything, is what I thought. It wasn't like deliberate, but I
the
do.
Tone and just the feel.
Yeah, because she was like, and she was like, kind of like, she was just doing the thing. She's like, I gotta fit into this tight dress, like the way that, like, so, like she probably did porn in the 80s kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I'm not mad at it, but don't have me do interactive shit. Like, I don't want to play along with like this thing. Just either say, hey, I find you attractive, great, but don't make me do things,
For me, I just get worried about, like, I don't know where I just have a hard time understanding or knowing, I guess, when it's flirting versus being friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just always assume that you're being friendly unless you just kind of grab my dick.
See, I'm that way too, or I was until, and you know this.
I'm just assuming you want to be my friend.
Situation. The reason why I thought that older woman was hitting on me at the store is because I had a situation at the gym a long time back, and I took it as just being friendly, and then it turned out that, a few years later, that we found out that they were actually interested in me. So that's why in my mind, I'm like, oh, yeah, this interactive shit is because I was at the gym and they're like, hey, can you put this weight away for me? And I'm like, I'm in the middle of mine.
Multiple chicks that were hitting on you?
No, this is different times in my life. I'm just saying 2 examples that are the interactive.
I know, but who asked you to put the weight away? Was it multiple chicks or one girl?
Oh, just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said they, and I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, I meant they as in the, I wasn't trying to say their name.
Oh. Well, you're like, I'm at the gym, and they asked me to put the weight away. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah. So I'm just saying interactive for me is not the way to do it, because then I'm going to because usually it's always at a time that I'm not thinking about, I'm not thinking about getting my nut, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not thinking about, when I got a handful of clothes, and I'm kind of sweating because I'm in line and I don't like being in line, and I do most of my stuff online and I'm standing in line. So I was ready to be done. And now I got to bend over and grab your nuts. And you think she's not hitting on me? And she wanted me to grab her some nuts as she's staring at my tailpiece as I'm bending over.
I don't know, dude.
And then the weight thing at the gym, to me, it just seems like, you're just doing things to do it.
I think it's a convenient thing, Z, that you're a good-looking dude. You're tall. And I think that the majority...
Again, dude, that cracks me up because, if I weren't tall, and no one would ever even, I would never have this issue. It's only because I'm tall that, people are like, oh, my God, you're tall.
I mean, regular-sized, average-sized people do get hit on, too.
Yeah, I know they do, but I'm not. I'm below average looking in the face is what I'm saying.
You're not, though, because...
I got a big nose.
Yeah, aside from the nose, though, I mean, that's workable.
It's kind of it looks like a boomerang.
You're fine. You honestly look probably like a little bit more clean-cut version of me, and, so...
You're handsome.
I don't have the... Yeah, so...
The older women love you. That's why it's always weird. I always get caught off guard when they hit on me, but they didn't see you first, so... this woman didn't see you.
I get all kinds of stuff, dude. I'm always appreciative.
I'm appreciative. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say I'm not appreciative. However, there's just another way to do it. The compliment works way better than having me do some kind of chore.
Yeah,
or doing my height. Can you reach up high and grab that for me? If you actually need me to grab it for you, I will.
Getting us to on the track of brainwash is almost what it feels like, dude. Because you start out with that, and it's next thing you know, they're asking for.
It's almost like they're trying to.
You got to go mow the lawn. And
yeah.
You got to take out the trash, and then you got to it's just.
I never know what they're trying to set up for.
Yeah, dude. Next thing you know, you're asking if it's salted or unsalted. Next thing you know, you're doing the lawn.
Yeah, and she's got my phone, and I'm cleaning out leaves out of her pool, and it's and then I'm
she's got your nuts in her pocket,
and
dude.
She's outside, and she's got a drink in a nice glass for some reason, she's in Vegas, and she's got
get you to say yes a bunch of times, and so that when they get to the close, you say yes.
Yeah.
Is the sky blue? Yes. Is this wall white? Yes. Do you want to buy this? Yes.
Do you want to come clean my pool? And you're like, well, fuck, I don't have time, but I mean, yeah, I think I have to now.
Yeah.
I've been talking to you for 30 minutes. So now I feel like I have to go clean your pool.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's
what they do, though.
Yeah,
that's how they get you.
And that's what I'm trying to steer clear from altogether.
Yeah. I don't want to be manipulated into anything.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to manipulate, and I don't want to be manipulated.
100%. Preach. Anyways, what else we got?
Sometimes it happens on accident, though, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the other thing I wanted to bring up is that we had we had a DM, and from time to time, like, we get feedback, and we appreciate all the feedback, and we get, like, DMs and people saying, you know, hey, you know, you guys are doing good, or, you know, we think, you know, you should do this instead of that. And what's cool, that the one main piece of feedback that we get negatively is just saying that, like, it's too, there's no agenda, or there's no goal for each episode. But
it seems like the people, when we get advice, they're giving us advice as if they're our manager, not as much as a listener. It feels like, you know what I mean. But like, and some of it, you know, we'll listen to any type of feedback from anyone, any way, anyhow. But that being said, we don't have a studio, we don't have a network, we don't bow down to anybody, and at the end of the day, we have a specific thing that we're trying to do with this podcast, and that's to show who we are creatively and transparently outside of business, essentially. You know,
yeah, and it's just a fun thing to do.
You
and
know, we're gonna talk anyways. Why not throw on a camera and you know, see what's what? And sometimes there's gonna maybe be an agenda where we have shit that we talk about, but we're not that kind of podcast.
Right,
you know, like,
right.
We're not doing this so that y'all come on here and learn how to best be socially awkward. We're here to be able to engage with a large group of people.
Right, and to where people can feel like they can just come in and...
More of a community than a fucking something else.
Yeah, because, I mean, I don't have anything to teach anybody, and Justin, all of his shit is on the articles, and... At some point, we'll have an ASB Elite podcast where we'll be more serious and whatnot. Maybe not more serious, but it'll be more, you know, structured.
Just
and it'll be more focused.
You know, this gets into some stuff, but I mean,
we're just having fun with it.
We're silly geese. We're just silly geese brothers talking.
Yeah. So for anyone, we do appreciate all the feedback, though, and we do thank you. We just want to reiterate. Yeah, like, we don't want to just keep doing it and be like, oh, they never listen to us. You know, they don't listen.
Don't get your feelings hurt if we don't listen. There's probably a reason.
Because that's what's going on here. Like, we have a reason that we're doing it this way. You know, we're not just going to keep doing we don't want to have a shitty podcast, obviously.
Yeah, we don't want to just show up and whip our dicks out.
Yeah,
you know,
that's why every week we're trying to, like, get a little bit more of a structure with the notes.
A little more refined.
Yeah, spend time looking through really good current events, but sometimes, you know, there's just shitty current events. Nothing we can do.
Sometimes we don't read them beforehand, and we just talk about the headlines.
Yeah, but we're having FUN, and if you don't like that, you can FUCK space OFF. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, so we just wanted to address that real quick, and if you do have feedback, we do appreciate it always.
Yeah, dude, we appreciate it.
But we just want to let you know that if that's your feedback, this is that's our response, is that we don't have an agenda. We don't really plan on it for this or for this podcast specifically. And
if that means that you're gonna tune off, dude, then
so be it.
We're sorry to lose you. We're sorry to lose you
in the zoo, but we the zoo's forever growing, and that's what's cool about the zoo is
Go listen to fucking, you know what, a lot of themed ones are.
Go listen to NPR.
Yeah, go listen to fucking TED Talks, dude. Go listen to TED Talks.
Listen to a TED Talk. Listen to I don't know his name, but they all sound like this. And hey, this is okay. So first of all, Justin.
Yes, we have
interesting enough. So we're
going to talk about the theme.
Interesting enough, Justin.
Then we're going to stay focused on the theme, and then we're going to take fan questions about the theme.
First of all, let's not call them fans because we're a little bit more
No, when we
particular
talk
than
like
that.
this, we have fans.
Well,
When we talk like this and we do this sort of stuff.
we're smarter than that. And first of all, you know, when I got my WNBA,
Where did you get that at?
I got my WNBA at
Was that
the
at Mercury
at the
College?
Mercury College of Phoenix, and
Yep.
I just, you know, I learned a lot, and I learned a lot about the human brain and how that works. And this podcast is about psychology now. I don't want to even go into there, dude. I just opened up a can of worms.
You just opened up Pandora's box, boy.
Dude, we might become a psychology podcast now. That was a segue, guys. 25 episodes in. Boom. This is a Tarantino fucking podcast. Took us 25 episodes to tell you guys this is a psychology podcast. You guys didn't know that. That's the beautiful thing about psychology is that this whole time.
Right now. We've been mind fucking you
Dude.
this whole time. Dude, I just watched Get Into the Greek the other night, and one of my favorite parts of any movie is when Pharrell comes up to P. Diddy, and he goes, he's bitching about the song that he's doing a music video for, and he's like, why always gotta say I'm gangster? He's like, why you always want me to dress gangster? And he's like, because Diddy goes, because the song is called I'm Gangster. And then Pharrell goes, look at how you dressed. You're one zipper away from Thriller. And Diddy's like, you're one shot away from Carlton, motherfucker. Dude, I saw a video of Carlton recently doing it, and he is thick.
Yeah, he is. All right, so let's get into some current events.
A shit show we got going.
Yeah, so we got a shit show and a half here. A woman banned from Walmart after drinking wine out of a Pringles can. Now, let me just say this before we get any further. You got to be a special bitch
Was
to
she
get
a hockey mom?
banned from a Walmart.
Was she a hockey mom?
I doubt it, dude. A hockey mom would be doing it out of like a coffee mug. Like, dude, hey, go to Starbucks.
All right, so
pour out the cup.
Police arrive at a Texas Walmart after receiving a call about a woman reportedly drinking wine from a Pringles can and driving an electric car around the parking lot. According to the AJC, officers responded to a call around 9 a.m. on Saturday regarding a dubious person in the parking lot. 9 a.m. this is going on.
Oh, shit.
Authorities eventually located the woman at a restaurant close by and told her she was forbade from
6:38
Walmart.
Dude, the woman was reported, the Pringles sipper, that's what we're calling her, said that she was riding in the parking lot since 6:30 a.m., dude. What are you doing?
Well, I wonder if her night just...
This is a ban on so many levels. Right, permanently banned from the store. That's just some... Okay, so people
we just got a lot of
about
people supporting her. It
Yeah.
seems like.
I mean, I don't not. I mean, a Pringles can, that's creative.
Well, dude, here's my thing is...
Be a little salty. What flavor Pringle, I wonder?
This isn't good for Walmart is the one thing.
Yeah, it's
not. Like here's the thing is that Walmart already has
she probably bought the wine and Pringles at Walmart.
Walmart already has a reputation
for nut jobs.
For us, what?
I'm just saying, like, they do. Like, people always say only at Walmart. You see those memes and shit. Like, they just have, like, it's just...
Oh, yeah.
Let's just call it what it is.
Psychopaths.
I didn't make it that way.
Nut
I don't...
jobs.
I don't dress the people that shop at Walmart, dude. Let's not pretend like they all fucking dress.
I fucked up, dude.
Like they're...
I forgot
like they're at Mastro's. Like, they're headed to their 9 o'clock reservations at Mastro's.
Up, dude? I forgot nut job meant crazy person. I thought it was a sexual thing.
What?
Yeah, dude. That's why I said...
Dude, that's
what?
disgusting,
yeah,
bro.
No, my head was in the gutter for a second. I'm all cheat up, dude. We got done at the gym and...
Here you're saying the C word.
What?
Yeah.
I think you just said the N word.
Definitely didn't.
Anyways, dude, the deal with this is I think that anytime someone's banned from anything, it's hilarious.
I can't take it seriously.
Anytime you're banned for life, you're banned for anything. Because it's for the most part...
It's always a committee, dude, and I can't take anything called a committee seriously. And if you're getting banned by a committee of some kind, can't take it seriously.
Well, here's the thing. It's for the most part, it is for a dubious act. it's for some shit like this.
Yeah,
And it's like, it's usually for a good story. And for some people, like if we scroll down here and look at these reactions,
people are okay with
look,
it.
this is a positive one. That's badass on so many levels. Go down.
Yeah. We
got single ladies getting...
Imagine being the Pringles PR person this morning.
Dude.
Wake up, scroll Twitter, wondering why your brand is trending, then find out why.
That's hilarious.
That is funny. Dude, meerkats again. You never knew. I can't believe you don't know meerkats. I keep seeing them, dude. Everyone's into it. That's my era as fuck, bro.
I've never even...
Meerkat Manor was the show.
I know what a meerkat is.
Yeah, but they used to, in science class, they used to make us watch Meerkat Manor, dude.
See, I got Bill Nye.
We had Bill Nye for a little bit, but when I got old, like 7th grade, dude,
I got the tail end of Bill Nye, dude.
Meerkat Manor.
Before he
and it was like...
went on a hiatus.
The meerkat goes and hunts away from its prey, and then it like zooms over to like a little meerkat like peeping its head out, and then it like scurries off and then hangs out with like a bunch of other meerkats, and all the meerkats are running in, and then shows them this is their biggest prey, and then it's like running, and then like they're getting stepped on by deer and shit. It's nuts. It's a cool show though, Meerkat Manor.
Jay-Z really lucked out, dude.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so woman, I feel for her.
It looks like people are supportive, dude.
She's not in a great place. Let's say that. Let's start there. She's not doing well.
I don't personally condone.
She's just not doing well. 9:30. If it's 9:30 at night, all right.
I don't personally condone this type of behavior, but you know, if you're the type of rowdy individual that gets
at least she's concealing it.
Gets into rowdy fun. At least you're being creative. Now, here's what I'm not concerned really.
I'm more concerned about the snitch.
Shit, but like, what I find weird is
the snitch.
No, Zach, she didn't get a DUI though for driving around on that thing in the parking lot. I feel like if that was in Arizona, you would for sure get a DUI.
Well, that's what I was worried about. That one time we wanted to bike home because you can get
Old Town?
Yeah, from Old Town when we were hammered because we
were gonna Lime bike home from
yeah. If you want to hear the story of that night, go to episode 2.
Yeah, dude, that was hilarious.
I do remember that it was episode 2, but yeah, we tried to Lime bike home.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Phone, dude.
Yeah, for sure not a good idea. I'm glad we didn't do it for like actual safety reasons, but you can get a DUI here for that.
We got to the W and we were like, fuck this.
And for those that know,
I'm surprised this lady didn't get
10 yards, maybe.
Yeah, it's like not that far. I can't believe this lady didn't get a Dewey for rolling around in that.
Yeah, that is weird. Where does it say where this is?
Tejas,
Texas. You would think Texas would be like, I'm writing you up.
I think they'd be shooting her off the fucking thing.
Well,
maybe, dude, I don't know. They could support.
I don't want to say what I was just gonna say.
And you just get banned for life, dude, and that's it. But you get banned for Walmart. You hit up Target, see what's
try
going on
out
there.
Target. I
see
mean,
what Big Lots is up to.
Prices are a little more. What's
get real nuts? Hit up Big Lots. And,
I mean, you could
Kmart
just
if you got one near you.
Or, and this will segue to the next current event real nicely. I'm just gonna do it because I wasn't gonna do this current event next, but I'm going to. But she could buy stuff off Amazon and just drink at home.
Oh, you're talking about the divorce.
Yeah. So Jeff Bezos, I actually don't have the link for it.
Well, I don't think we need a link.
Yeah,
but if you want to,
we're sad to
over our logo so that we're not on this.
I'm sad to report Jeff Bezos and his
wife are splitting up.
His little hush puppy of a mama.
Splitting up for a new filly out of, I don't know where she's out of, but she's a news reporter.
He's just getting tired of the new crop rolling in year after year, taking his pick.
It was too easy for him year after year.
Taking his pick. Just being the billion-dollar man, dude.
Yeah, dude. Well, he's $138 billion man. Well, was. And now he's got a divorce.
So he's looking at...
no prenup.
75? Nah, he'll probably walk away with less than that.
They're gonna be fine financially.
Call it $50 billion he gets.
Because here's the thing with Bezos's wealth, a lot of it is in stock, so like the majority of it isn't like liquid quiche anyway.
Yeah, that he just has sitting around.
Yeah, so it's not like they gotta stay.
Sure, he still has some cash laying around, but
they gotta stay somewhat amicable. Yeah, but it's not 13 billion.
Well, yeah.
Here's the other thing too is he was sexting with this chick, and his sext messages were appalling.
What were they?
Like, I love you so madly. I long to kiss your neck.
It's always these rich old white guys that are getting into shit.
Like, it wasn't even like that. Those are parts of a watch, dude. But like, it was Jeff.
Weird, man.
Bezos.
I'm kind of bummed.
I feel bad for him. For like the two of them. I don't feel bad for him.
I feel bad for her. I mean, what sucks is that, like, I mean, because you just go back to that picture of, like, him working out of his, he's got just, like, this banner that just says Amazon.com, and it was, like, an online bookstore, and that's all it was, and he was just working out of that fucking tiny-ass desk. And then, his wife probably didn't ask for that to blow up the way that it did, and I don't know, man. It sucks because it's another one of those things that, like,
how about this?
I can't sit here and say.
How about this for a current event, though, dude? Donald Trump mocks Jeff Bezos over his divorce.
All right, dude, Trump. Here's my thing, dude. Quit talking shit.
He's got a few things to say. He says, we want to make people aware. Mrs. Bezos says, we want to make people aware of a development in our lives. As our family and close friends know, after a long period of loving exploration and trial separation, we've decided to divorce and continue our shared lives as friends. Yeah, all right. Anyways, Bezos months ago was sexting to his new chick, Sanchez.
Side piece Sanchez?
Yeah, who's now main piece. Says, I love you alive, girl. I will show you with my body and my lips and my eyes very soon. Another text from Bezos to Sanchez allegedly said, I want to smell you. I want to breathe you in. I want to hold you tight. I want to kiss your lips.
I mean, they deserve to be together if they're
I
fucking
love
talking
you.
like this.
I'm
they should be together.
so in love with you. It's weird, dude. Like,
if you're going to talk like that with someone, you want to smell them.
Now, Trump tweets, so sorry to hear the news about Jeff Bezos being taken down by a competitor whose reporting I understand is far more accurate than the reporting in his lobbyist newspaper, the Amazon Washington Post. Hopefully the paper will soon be placed in better and more responsible hands. It's just him doing his thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of name calling. I think we all know that. And Trump, you're an adult. Quit calling people names.
Also the president.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Also cheated
those
on
text
his
messages.
wife.
Yeah, he's no pillar of perfect marriage either. But
That's what's so fucking annoying with all this. But
dude, this is what's crazy is his text messages.
That's nuts, dude. It's creepy. That's creepy.
The other thing that's weird about him. Have you ever seen his eyes?
They're not. I mean, I'm not like looked into them. Like I'm not not in a fucking weird way.
Go, guys, look up Jeff Bezos's eyes, and he's got this one eye that's real cocked up, real cocked open, and the other one's a little bit lazy, and it makes me wonder if he's part cyborg.
Could be.
He's getting a head start on this AI thing with Amazon.
Could be.
I don't know, dude. He's got something going on with his eye, and he's just a weird dude altogether. But
he's been doing the space thing too, real quietly. Like, just if you follow him on Instagram, he just posts once in a while.
Yeah,
it's
Bezos is a weird dude. When it comes to like being a fan of entrepreneurs,
I like him in the sense that like it's cool to see like what it became, but I mean it's a little frustrating because like my opinion of Amazon, like it's cool and like it's helpful and everything, but it just sucks because like you go anywhere. Any brick and mortar type of store, just dead, man. Like going to a Staples, going to an Office Max, going to a Barnes and Noble, going to anywhere, man.
I like that though, because I hate crowds.
I'm not saying crowds. I'm saying as far as like the stuff in the store, like there's barely anything. They barely stock anything anymore. Like go to a Target, walk around the aisles.
Oh,
like
yeah, true.
It just like there's barely anything in there. Like when you were a kid and you went to Target, dude.
Everything was
stocked up, man. Like, you could get
Everything was
anything,
there.
bro. You could get a Game Boy that had its own fucking puppy, you know.
Yeah, you
And
could back in those days.
yeah, like, you could just show up, and you could get a soccer ball that had ice skates.
Yeah, you could walk out of there with a football that was also a TV.
Dude, you could get a Nickelback album and a right next to it, you could get the Cupid Shuffle album.
Man, those were different times for super centers like Target.
And then you'd have to put them in your computer, and then you'd have to burn
But yeah,
the
dude,
disc.
Amazon came in and wiped him out. I don't know, dude. He's got the eye, and he's got the divorce now he's got to deal with, and he's got a weird.
We're all human.
A weird text message.
Weird text message
thread. And that was the main thing. The text message thread was the main thing.
That's my shit, dude. Is I always try to like be careful of what I'm like typing, because I don't ever know what's gonna like get out there.
Yeah, well,
but maybe that's why I try and be so weird on here, is that like I can be so weird on here that people are like, what'd you expect? Like, what'd you think was gonna happen? The guy's nuts.
Can we get into the paintball one, dude? I'm really excited to talk about that.
Yeah. So next current event. Bear with me.
So you guys remember my one regret, right? Back, a few episodes back, I said that one of my biggest regrets is not continuing on with my paintballing career. And now here we are seeing paintball really impacting the community of Detroit. We have Detroiters are waging war against gang violence and gun violence, and the way that they're doing that is with paintballs.
This is via Vice.
Guns, via Vice. And these guys are just running around that used to be gangbangers, and now they got paintball guns, and they're just going around shooting each other. And it was a viral thing on social media that was a huge deal. But
5 innocent people have been shot.
Yeah, the problem with it quickly became like, there's a lot of health safety issues that go along with turning a city into a paintball game. You know what I mean? Like, paintball is a sport that you got to probably be safe. None of these people are wearing any eye protection or masks, and they're doing drive-bys with the guns. And I get that they're just filming this, but basically it's
okay, man, for sure. Hey, watch your language, man.
It stopped.
Got the N-word everywhere.
It stopped.
It's not for us.
It stopped like the real gun violence, and so from their standpoint, they're coming at it saying, "Yo, this is stopping us from fighting and shooting each other with real guns. Why don't you just let us do our thing?" And the media and the police have basically come in and said, "Dude, no, we got kids getting shot with paintballs, and this is fucking nuts. You can't do this. None of you guys are even wearing goggles."
Yeah, but
and so then the gang members are like, "Well, would you rather it be real bullets or paintballs?" Obvious answer is paintballs, but at the same time, we got to think about like,
well, just leave the innocent people alone. Just shoot each other, shoot the gang people.
Yeah, but you just accidents happen, dude, with that sort of stuff. You can't turn a city into a paintball game arena.
You're not, but
you
can't allow it.
But if they structured like a tournament or a league in Detroit, like had a field or something.
But like built it like a city almost, where it didn't have to be corny.
Like a mini new. Whoa! Paintball is not corny.
Oh, it's not.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, cool! I didn't know. I thought. Oh, never mind. You're right. I've only met like super cool paintballers. I remember. Yeah, and that's right. And none of them work at like GameStop and shit too normally.
Dude.
And fucking.
I need to introduce you to the HK Army,
boy. And do fucking voodoo dolls and shit.
I need to introduce you to the HK Army, son.
Have fucking lanyards with the cartoon on it, the weird one from Cartoon Network.
Dude, you are stepping so far out of line.
The alien one.
Invader Zim, you're so
Yep,
far,
Invader Zim, dude. You know it. That's what makes it so funny.
You're so far out of line.
Paintball, dude. Paintball with the Invader Zim. Did you fucking
No, I
drive
didn't
your Dodge
I never
Neon
had
that's falling apart? That
Dude,
stinks of just
hey.
Doritos and
cigarettes. No, I
yeah, dude.
I
You know, dude. You've got
didn't.
the starter pack already
You're
made.
mixed up with a different sport. Not
What
paintball.
sport?
Don't know.
Airsoft Wars?
Cribbage. I don't know.
Cribbage. That's a game. That's a board game. And I do know what that is.
Well, paintball.
I know what
dude,
paintball
is not
is.
corny, regardless. And I think what they should do is build a big stadium, not a big stadium, but like an arena, and then make it like Nuketown, like from Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But you know, have it for them, and then they could just play each other there.
What do you mean them?
The people that live there.
Okay.
You're not gonna do this to me, dude. I'm not falling into your bullshit.
I'm not doing any. I just wanted to clarify.
What do you
who
mean,
that-
you people, dude?
What do you mean, you people? You just said you people.
Said.
I didn't
you
say
said,
you
what do you
people.
mean
You're saying you
them? And
people.
you're saying
I'm asking what you said by them.
what's
The next current event?
Yeah.
But
But no, I think
it's good for the. Well,
It's good for the game that the movement started. Let's just take it a step further by getting it into an arena.
yeah, and let's take this podcast a step further by adding some positivity with our boy Travis Scott.
Shout out.
Donates $100,000, dude. That's a lot of scratch.
There's a lot of quiche.
It's a lot of scratch to a nonprofit after-school program in Houston. So,
Dick, dude, don't spit on my coffee. Houston.
So yeah, where he's from. So that's really cool, man. You know, I what's cool about this and okay, hey guys, bigger font helps, huh? Workshop Houston will host a drone racing contest. That's cool. Program is Third Ward. Okay, Travis is Festival nonprofit. Learn about their arts and education programs. Led to his donation. Yeah, see, dude, this is all good and cool because what I like about it is he's like the coolest guy in America right now. Like as far as the young group goes, like that he's Travis Scott is the pinnacle of
he's dating Kylie Jenner.
Dating Kylie Jenner. Well, dude, he's the father of her kid.
He reined her in. I feel like he made her a woman. I feel like when she was running around with Tiger,
he made her Forbes. He made her the richest woman in
I feel
billionaire.
like
her first woman, or not first woman, youngest billionaire. What was she?
I don't know, dude. She was up there, but I feel like
She's a billionaire. So who gives
I feel
a
like
fuck?
when she was running around with Tyga, that Tyga guy, you know,
Yeah.
he was a bad influence. He was a bad egg for her.
Yep.
And ultimately, you know, that led her right on over to our boy Travis Scott, who's a little more altruistic, which is something we do get on board with. And, you know, Astro
He
World.
seems like the coolest dude ever.
Astro World killed it. His GQ shoot with Kylie killed it. Kylie's killing it. Shout out to them.
Yeah. And it's cool, though. But, like, what I wanted to say is it's cool, though, for the younger people to, like, now they're not going to want to, you know, seeing this and not always just seeing, you know, spending money at the strip club and, you know, and
Yeah, it's
all
cool
that.
to have 100 G's go to this, too.
Yeah,
You
to
know,
where it's like,
like-
guys, look, we still, like, yeah, we have fun, but, like, we also, you know, are good peep.
Yeah, dude, because
We're good company.
He's still wearing 100 grand around his neck.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted. He's still got 100 on his wrist.
You guys, you can do both. Just be a good purse. Get what you like. Don't get it because it's expensive, but...
Yeah, get what you like and be a good purse
Yeah.
with the rest.
Anyways, I think we're probably good to end on there. We can get to listener topics, I think, next week because I'm pretty tired.
I'm feeling like shit.
Yeah, you're sick
And
on the way too, so I don't want to aggravate that.
Yeah, dude. Well, tomorrow is tattoo day. So
Oh yeah, you're getting a tattoo tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about just
you might
penciling
hop
in.
Yeah, dude.
I might
well,
sub in for your second half because
I-
you're nervous or what? Was it? You're
well,
scared?
I'm
Bok,
scared.
bok, bok. I'm just kidding, dude. I hate those people. Go ahead.
I'm scared about coughing a lot in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like I warned him today. I was like, "Hey, dude, just so you know, like I don't know how you want to play this, but
I'm on the sicker side.
I've been sick for the last 2 days, and it's the coughing and sniffling kind. So I just don't want to like annoy you while you're working and me having to cough a bunch. He's like, "You're good. He's like, you're good. You'll be good. And I was like, dude, you probably think I'm the biggest bitch. But, like, I don't want to be the dick that shows up and doesn't tell anybody that they're sick. And all of a sudden, like, the dude can't do his job
because you're coughing.
I'm coughing, and then it's bad. And then, like, or worse, I get everybody sick.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell anybody. And now, like, he's getting his family sick and shit.
And and then, you know, he's got all those needles, so he's worried about his shop cleanliness. And dude, there's a list of things.
But,
dude.
like, I'm like, I've told him now, so he can't get upset with me if I've got a cough, you know, when he's trying to do.
You're like,
but I noticed that I missed a spot shaving my arm. I've got like a racing stripe of hair here on the backside that I've got to grab.
It's cute.
And
looks good.
Anyways, dude, let's
got a landing strip on your farm. That's cool.
Shut her down.
Yeah. Guys, thanks for listening to episode 25. Be sure to leave a review, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you do helps us tremendously, even if you just like something, or you DM it to somebody, or we don't care what you do. Anything helps. Review probably helps the most, so probably like think about doing that the most, or subscribe. And that's all I got.
Dude, we love you guys.
We do love you guys, and thanks for the support.
We love you. We appreciate you jumping on. And
as always,
with that, I'm Jay.
I'm Z.
And together we're Jay-Z. So
have a good week.
Cheer. Ho.
Every episode would do that.
This feeling right now, man, I swear it feel. Yeah.